set your face on fire. Let's get higher. I'm gonna set your face on fire. Let's get higher. I'm gonna set your face on fire. Let's get higher. I'm gonna set your face on fire.
And a shot from 4 as the Miami team bus arrives at the arena. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Like a pro. A breathtaking view of the New York City skyline is taken from the Empire State Building. We're coming to you live from Manhattan. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, the one-and-done draft requirement will be abolished very soon. In the meantime, the G League professional path has been introduced for those looking to come straight out of high school. A salary of $125,000, potential endorsements, and access to NBA development has enticed more than a few to pursue this new avenue. Kevin?
Yeah, the G League continues to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo, Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then there's Myers-Leonard, and it's Butler in at the small forward. And for New York, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Payton is out there with Barrett, and it's Bullock in at the small forward position. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Payton with the ball. Randall passes to Bullock.
What's the run? Hey, who got it?
Hey, yo. Payton outside.
I got your help.
6 to shoot.
Yo, get it up.
Passes to Randall. Banked in off the glass.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Iguodala finds Butler. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now, here is Robinson. The dish now to Payton. Wants to get it to Randall and does. And the rejection by Leonard.
There's some good commitment from Myers-Leonard on defense there. Gets his hands up and swats that one away.
Randall.
Here's Randall. Shot clock at 6.
Come on, man. Don't forget the clock. Stay there.
Let's go. The shot by Payton, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's Iguodala with the jam.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Barrett dishes to Bullock. He kicks it to Robinson. Kept alive. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Miami. He dishes it to Dragic. Launches a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, he did not think twice. Firing away, Dragic knocks down and sinks the 3-ball.
The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Payton outside. Robinson left side. To stop the run. Rebound by the Heat.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Now That's something Peyton does well. Real mastery in orchestrating the offense, likes to play fast and distribute.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Knicks trail by 5. The pass to Randall. Now Bullock. Pass to Peyton. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Miami leading by 5. Pass to Dragic. Butler kicks to Dragic. Takes a shot at the elbow. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, after nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally miss one.
Passes it to Peyton. Dishes to Randall. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Bullock missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. A floater. And there's the nice layup by Butler. Butler's got his second basket.
And how about the floater there from Butler? That shot is deadly. You just never know when he's going to use it.
And here's Bullock. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Peyton passes to Randall. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Goran Dragic.
7th pick in the 2014 NBA draft. The interesting thing about Randall is he falls into that category as a tweener. Maybe not a 3-man or a 4-man, but over the course of his career, he's decided to improve his outside shooting, become a threat driving to the basket, and now finding a home offensively in the NBA. You wonder how much further he can go if he could expand to the three-point line. Julius Randle's going to be in this league for a long time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And with the Knicks rebuilding their roster this summer, there is hope in the air.
Well, 2 big swings they were hopeful to take. One was at the draft and ending up getting the 2nd overall pick in R.J. Barrett. Certainly points the team in the right direction. The second one was in free agency. And unfortunately for the New York Knicks, again, a bit of a swing and a miss. So we'll see if through some youth and maybe some flexible contracts, the Knicks can find a way to finally construct something in Gotham.
Now here's Dragic. Back to Butler. Over Peyton. Offensive rebound. Adebayo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
Relax on the first.
And that one misses. And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
No doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you could throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat.
He doesn't get the second one. And Bam Adebayo, he just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Here's Iguodala after R.J. Barrett's bucket. There's the pass to Butler. Again, the miss by the Heat. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Payton, knocked away. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Iguodala, misses from short range.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Now here's Payton. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Barrett. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Randall. Here's Robinson. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Dragic finds Leonard. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans. After trading away Porzingis, they were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking they refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
Kevin Knox is checked in for New York. Alec Burks comes in for Elfrid Payton. Back to Burks. Here's Barrett. The three-pointer, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. New York called for the foul.
Yeah, you can't give any space to Butler. Vicious at penetrating to the rack and then drawing the contact.
And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically, but certainly every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
Now here's Randall. Robinson dishes to Burks. Pass to Barrett. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. Burks can't get it to go. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Burks with the double team. Here's Hero. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Adebayo's got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Nerlens Noel comes in for Robinson. And it's Dennis Smith in for Barrett. The Heat also changing it up. Olenek is checked in for Leonard. And Bradley's subbed in for Goran Dragic.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
So here's Burks after the Heat pick up 2. True on the 14-footer.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Bradley kicks to Butler. Fades back. Swiped it away. Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Finishes the break with a slam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Knox the pass to Noel. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Smith, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
No good on that one. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
Robinson's checked in for the Heat. He hits the second from the line.
A 9th pick in the 2017 NBA draft, Smith Jr. made the NBA's all-rookie team after a very solid first year in Dallas, averaging 15 points and 5 assists, and he sure is not looking to stop there.
Now here's Bradley. Shoots over Burks, and that one goes long.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Feeds to Smith. He can't get that one. Bradley with some nice D. Here's Hero, covered by Smith. Hero passes to Olynyk. Here's Robinson, outside Bradley. Burks with the steal. And oh, here we go. Burks got it, the fast break chance. Smith for 3. New York now working with the new shot clock. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Miami leading by 12. Robinson finds Bradley. Here's Adebayo. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 10 points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Knox. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. New York, no good that time either. Robinson for 3. Offensive rebound Heat. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Knicks trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Noel. Back to Smith. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Yeah, I feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Here's Hero. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here is Smith. The pass to Burks. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Elbow shot. Knox misses. The Heat leading by 16. Here's Hero. A beautiful reverse layup. Hero's got his second bucket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Burks the pass to Knox. Kicks to Noel. To the paint, Olynyk with the steal. Outside Bradley. Fires the three. Knicks with the rebound. Smith up top, guarded by Bradley. Smith, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Bradley dishes to Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Can't cash in from close range. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Heat lead by 18. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
You call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it, but with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the floor for Miami. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Bradley is out there with Robinson. And it's Hero in at the three. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. New York needs to get off a shot. Rivers can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
And one issue for the Heat for years now, inefficient shooting.
Well, young players are learning how to defend, so you need to do that first. But if you can't go down on the offensive end and you can't find ways to dig out of holes by shooting the basketball, you get down 10 or 12 points. Defense sometimes isn't enough. They've been the bottom third in points scored for quite a while.
Hero, and it's Rivers with the rebound. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for New York. 19-point game. He kicks it to Burks. And Robinson comes to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. That's a jump ball. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Randall finds Rivers. Noel down low. Adebayo on him. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Julius Randle. Reggie Bullock comes in for Kevin Knox. And Barrett subbed in for Alec Burks.
One shot.
And that one misses. Yeah, Myers. And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure the guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
Now here's Rivers. After the miss from Goran Dragic. Offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Olynyk.
That's his first personal foul.
The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Mitchell Robinson. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. The faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA, this has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running.
Yes.
You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis to get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
Robinson for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rivers surveying the D. Now here's Bullock. He's covered by Iguodala. New York, no good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
There's Dragic with the 3. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Dragic has got 6.
Well, the ball was not in Goran Dragic's hands very long. Just a great job by him firing it up immediately without hesitation.
Now here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Good work there as it goes.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Pass to Olynyk. Outside Robinson. Five on the clock. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Bullock from the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Iguodala. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for Iguodala.
Well, no secret that the Knicks were planning for a massive free agency and a free agent signing this past summer. They cleared a lot of cap space, and we're hopeful that their draft choice would be that number 1 slot. It did not come to fruition.
And New York making a change here. Payton's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And a lot of people, Brent, feel that without a doubt, the Knicks are still a destination for free agents.
Well, to vacation, it seems like, Kevin, because not a lot of the free agents are signing to play basketball in New York City. You know, they put a lot of faith in that idea that it's the number 1 market and the best place to live, and you can make a lot of money off the court. But over the past 10 years, have not seen much action out of New York City.
Dragic kicks to Butler. The dish to Iguodala. Passes it to Olynyk. There's the three. It's rebounded by New York. To the middle. Here's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Dragic. 6 points for him. Sinks that one from the post. Dragic has got 8 points.
Terrific patience around the paint area from Dragic there. Calmly knocks one down from the interior.
Robinson passes to Payton. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Iguodala. Lays it up off the glass. He has 5.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Payton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's the pass to Bullock. Shot clock at 6. Down low, Robinson. Here's Noel. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Leonard. Miami leading by 17. Outside Dragic. Fires the three, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Iguodala. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Up top, Bullock. He's covered by Iguodala. Shot to stop the run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And 5 straight triple-doubles last season for Elfrid Payton, showing his all-around impact.
Amazing with his size and athleticism at the point guard position that he has that kind of versatility. That's some lofty company. I mean, 5 straight triple-doubles. What an amazing run by EP.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Payton.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
Smith checked in for Reggie Bullock. And both free throws good for Payton.
Well, one thing you can say about the Heat team, very long and very athletic.
That helped them really stay competitive in a lot of games, but when you can't shoot the ball, really, really hard to come back in games where there's teams firing away from 3 and you can't mount any sort of offensive comeback.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Noel. Barrett with the ball. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Now here's Dragic. 8 points for him. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Noel's got his 6th rebound on the night. Smith against Dragic. Smith finds Payton. And here is Robinson. New York moving the ball around. Noel trying to break loose. They grab their own miss. To the inside. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Knicks trail by 21. Smith the pass to Robinson. Now Payton. Teardrop shot, and the layup is good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The Heat have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. And a wide open look for Iguodala, and it's off from 3-point range. Payton attacking. Rejected by Dragic. Here's Butler. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back. And he recovers it. And a fast break now for New York. Payton with the ball. And the rejection by Leonard. They get it back. Count that one.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Payton against Iguodala. It's stolen by Barrett. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. It's blocked, but they get it back. Payton kicks to Smith. Back to Payton. Smith outside from downtown. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And it's 6 points for Dennis Smith.
That's great elevation there, Dennis Smith Jr. getting off the floor to shoot that J.
Timeout call, the Heat. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Julius Randle's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Kevin Knox comes in for Barrett. And it's Burks in for Elfrid Payton. Now, here's Butler. 6 points for him. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And another fast break for New York. Knicks running. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Burks.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Here's Butler. Robinson with the block.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
The Heat leading by 12. In the corner, Bradley with it. From outside the arc, the basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 6. Randle left side. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Remains New York ball.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Randle down low. He's covered by Leonard.
Oof. Ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
They get it back. Butler. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Robinson's checked in for Myers Leonard. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Trailing by 17. Pass to Burks. Lets it go from deep. No good. Shot missing. And it's Miami the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Hero. Passes it to Bradley. There's the triple. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Burks. New York, no good that time either.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And so it's the Miami Heat, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all about Miami as the game got going. They got on one incredibly dazzling streak and at one point had an 18-point lead. And they ended their mad dash in the first quarter with a formidable 18-point lead. The second quarter didn't advance their lead, but they still dominated the half overall, ending it way, way out in front. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys are working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And you look at Adebayo, what a contribution.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
The Heat leading by 17. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with Payton, and it's Bullock in at the 3 spot. So it's the Knicks now after the Heat pick up 2. Goran Dragic grabs the board. From about 16. Left side, Butler. And there's Myers Leonard on the assist by Butler. 7 points for Leonard.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Barrett dishes to Randall. Now the pass to Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. Now Payton. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Dragic. And the basket by Payton. Payton's got 6.
The more he drains those mid-rangers, the more it boosts his confidence.
Dragic finds Iguodala. Here's Adebayo. That one misses. Some solid defense from Robinson. Knicks trail by 19. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season we thought the Knicks' cornerstone player was Kristaps Porzingis. But the player and the team fell out of love with each other, and the Knicks traded him to Dallas. The draft picks and cap space freed them up for a wild summer, led by the drafting of rookie R.J. Barrett in the draft. Now New York has one of the more drastically revamped rosters in the league. Kevin, there's a lot to be excited about going forward in the Big Apple.
Big moves indeed, David. Thank you. Maybe not the biggest name in free agency, but Jimmy Butler, definitely a star player on the market.
A handful of teams were very interested in him, expressed interest in playing for Miami, and got his wish via sign and trade.
Shooting 2.
We'll see if he can make them a contender in the East.
The free throw drops for Butler.
Well, if you look at Miami's future and it was inside a crystal ball, that picture's got to be a bit foggy at this point. They've been in the middle of the pack for a long time, but taking a chance this offseason in bringing in Jimmy Butler as their lone star. We'll see if that recruitment process pays off in some ways for Miami to reestablish some of their culture.
And so Butler nails both of them. You know, it seems like every year Miami is barely making or barely missing the playoffs. So, Brent, you're right. They've been close.
They keep it competitive. I just don't think there's a way in which Pat Riley will ever let go of the rope that way and tear down the rosters. There's just too much pride, too much competitive fire here for them to do that, and it's not the way that Miami's going to go.
Here is Robinson. He's got 6. Kicks it to Bullock. Clock at 6.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Dragic with some nice D. Iguodala outside. And again, it's the Heat missing. Knicks trail by 21. Payton looking around. Pass to Bullock. Over Iguodala. New York, no good that time either.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Payton. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Payton kicks to Bullock. The tray connects from three-point range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Payton against Dragic. He dishes it to Iguodala. Pass to Butler. The Heat need to get a shot off. Fires for 3. Good D by Payton.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
For New York, they have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Shooting 1.
Woo! Way to go, baby!
And Miami has possession. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Dragic the pass to Butler. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Payton. Doesn't go that time. Dragic with some nice D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Knicks trail by 17. Barrett kicks to Payton. Passes it to Randall. Now here's Bullock. Defense is right there. Robinson passes to Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Bullock after the miss from Andre Iguodala. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kevin Knox is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Heat also with the sub. Olynyk checked in. And they double up Payton. And the pass to Barrett. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Dragic against Payton. In the corner, Iguodala with it. 5 to shoot. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
3 points.
Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. Knicks trail by 20.